Texas, and it is delicious. And you should all be jealous.
This Mountain Dew is hitting it pretty well.
I'm still not old enough to drink.
I'm really enjoying this water.
Wow, you
Was
guys
there,
are just party animals.
I've got some apples in front
was
of me.
there,
Does that count?
I don't know.
Is there?
It's
Well, if you wait, wait. How do you make cider? I don't think it's just wait.
You
Nice.
heat it up and then you mash it, and then I don't know.
You make scumble. It's mostly apples.
Is there any vodka in that Mountain Dew?
There could be, but I don't know if they would mix very well. Is that a thing?
Hold on a
Vodka's
second.
gross.
They that's so yes, they can.
All right, Tara's grousing about Discord being a piece of shit. So give me a second.
That's cool.
And now she's just talking to herself.
Twitch Prime gives me a free boost, doesn't it?
Twitch Prime?
I think so.
I do not know.
I thought that was a
Game
thing.
Pass now comes with a free boost.
Oh, I do have Game Pass, so I could probably boost this server. I don't know if it'll fix any of the issues, but
We'd need two to see if it would help.
I think you get 2.
Oh,
Oh,
I
there
thought
you go. Make it happen.
What say what now? How do we boost this?
Almost all of us except for
Ooh, surfer boost.
Almost all of us except for what? What?
you and Johnny have Xbox Live, I think. So, or sorry, Game. I would think you all have Game Pass. Maybe not.
yes.
Does not video game. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Fair enough. That's why I counted you out of that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Paul, on the other hand.
I had an Xbox 360 back at the dawn of time.
The dawn of time.
2005, the dawn of time.
I carved it out of a hunk of wood myself.
Did you play with the what was the original Xbox controller? The brick?
The Duke?
The can of spam.
That
with little
one.
handles?
There you go. The can of
Duke.
spam.
The
Oh,
Duke.
the Duke? Yeah. It's a can of spam.
Okay, and Tara just walked away again, so let's get started while she's gone. Teach her valuable life lessons.
There's quite an old commercial where it's like a couple on a deserted island and it's their anniversary, and the guy gives the wife like a, I don't know, it's like a coconut thing or something. I don't know exactly, but the wife like gives him a watch. He's like, "Where did you find a watch?" He's like, "I smelted it. Yeah, I just got this this ore and I melted it down, and it's ridiculous."
Wow.
I don't know what reminded me of that, but someone said something that made me think of it.
Also, there's a church over here, I think, that's kind of like, it looks like the roof has fallen in.
It's a little bit run down.
Oh.
Jacob, is
But
that a
John-
church?
But
It's
Johnny
in the
could
corner
still
there.
hold mass in there.
Oh yeah, that from the zombie attack.
Oh.
Zombie attack.
No, that's just where that's the cemetery. The church building is run down. That is accurate.
Okay, but it is some sort of, okay. I wonder what the temple is to.
I played some RPGs in my day, and that looks like a place we should be looking at.
Right?
Bad heebie-jeebies over there.
Okay, so last we left our intrepid heroes, Gwen had gone off with the plot hook.
I did not.
You
Oh,
did too.
did not.
You did too. He was important enough for our game master to make voices.
Oh.
Specifically, he made character voices. That means he's plot hook, and you walked off with it.
He's not your plot hook. He's
I
my
didn't say
plot
he
hook.
was my plot hook. I just said you walked off with the plot hook.
I don't think he's the plot hook.
He may be your plot hook.
gave,
I know
like,
he's
old
not the
farmer
plot hook.
I gave old farmer Schaefer a slight accent too. I don't think he's going to be very important moving forward. He might be. Who knows? He does
might
have an accent.
He might be.
It's true. It's his farm where the mutant carrots come from.
The
Of
mutant
death.
carrots.
Yeah. So speaking of, rolling it now.
Everyone roll initiative.
So what's this?
Versus carrots.
I will need to look at the map again. That is
This.
building.
But it is a
You guys
very
haven't moved around town much, so you've probably seen it on the outskirts. It's
Okay.
like a place where they bring in some of the crops from those nearby farms.
Tara's
And
here. Everyone hide.
like they thresh the wheat there,
Oh, okay.
process it
So
before
it's
they take it over to this middle marketplace.
okay. So it's to help with the farming.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I had limited icons for buildings and things.
That's
and
fine.
They don't always necessarily
curious.
represent the exact thing that it is.
My apologies, y'all. My issue right now is that I have not eaten anything solid all day.
Oh boy.
So I am attempting to rectify that.
Uh
The
huh.
heck was that?
I dropped the piece of apple that I was trying to put in my mouth.
Well, now it needs to turn into hard cider.
Okay.
You'll get like
Yeah, make sure to
Regular
heat it up.
cider
And,
also acceptable.
I'm lost.
so.
All right.
I was telling what we were drinking earlier, and they were all countering with their non-alcoholic beverages of choice.
Okay.
The
Yeah, so
popular
I-
ones used to be water.
So in 9 minutes, I'll have to go and turn off the taco meat.
Okay, shall we begin? Sorry about this, guys. Apologies for being 20 minutes late.
I'm really sorry. I had day plan failed. Everyone went away. Oh,
I was gonna say I
okay.
thought Jacob.
Jacob was on mute
okay,
shortly.
I am
Hello.
ready.
Okay.
Is anyone not here? That's a
Me.
horrible question to ask. I love asking it, but
I might be kind of dipping in and out because one of my neighbors thought that this morning at this exact time would be a great time to start mowing the lawn.
I think I can hear it.
I could hear it in
So
the
I might be
background.
kind of
Yeah.
muting myself in and out.
My
You've got a
goodness.
shotgun, right? You live in Alaska, right?
Well, I was gonna ask, did they have grass that grows there?
Yes, I have grass that grows there. It's up in Barrow. The grass doesn't grow.
How's my cheese?
Ah,
Jacob, the way you just said okay makes me wonder, have you ever seen the Joker and Pennywise in a Subway video?
no. I have a feeling that some of my friends have, though.
That's the here's the earth. Okay,
End of the world.
here's the earth.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea what's happening.
We're just BSing while you
So
make taco meat.
that's what I get for being late.
All right. Well, so,
Okay, so I am.
sure.
I think at that point I would have suggested to Brolda that we reconvene in the morning. Do the artisans live in town or are they from further away?
Yeah, they live in town.
Oh, and here I was thinking that they'd come from out of town, that I'd really upset them and all of this.
The entire message was they got bored and went home. You just assumed they went away.
Oh, this is such a disappointment that I'm moving.
Wow.
Joker.
Okay, so Ethan came and delivered that message. You spoke a little bit more with who's it's Rolda.
Mhm.
Ethan goes back. I assumed that Ethan just hopped back on top of the hoopty.
Battle hoopty.
Or did he take advantage of the guy who was
Yes.
buying
Yeah,
drinks?
he does. He just
Right.
goes back outside.
Yeah, I'm very nervous about this guy who's buying drinks because I gotta deal with him too.
Current people that buy drinks, horrible reputation in this town.
Well, no,
s-
it's just that. You're the new Baroness. Shit, I've been outed.
Johnny's just sitting there with a smug look on his face.
Okay, so Ethan sees from coming around this building with this red roof here. You spot 3 lumbering ape-like creatures that are heading towards the tavern. I say ape-like creatures. They have silvery fur and one big eye.
No.
My
That sounds fun.
cycloptic friend.
Well, I'm not going
Lumbering
to
toward
rush
which
judgments.
tavern? The tavern we're in or the Humble Mug?
That will become more clear to Ethan when they get closer, because they are like on the opposite ends of the street from each other.
Okay.
They're hulking creatures that resemble gorillas. They are hunched over, but still look like they'd be taller than the average man, and quite a bit thicker. Aside from that singular eye, they've got large maws filled with pointy, sharp teeth. I guess pointy and sharp aren't both needed. We'll go with sharp. You can see that all of their scalps have been shaved, and you can see this green oozy substance flowing from the stitching there. It is
What?
flowing from stitches in their scalp.
Oh.
The people that are still on the street at this, I mean, it's like a little bit past like sundown, sort of shout in various cries of fear, surprise, and anxiety, and then flee from them. And they appear to be making a beeline to the patient Gorgon.
Okay.
If you rushed there, you would probably intercept them about when they are getting to the front door, if you wanted to.
Yeah, might as well. I don't know what's going on. Rather not them hurt innocent people, but I don't know what's going on.
See, if Gwen hadn't gotten away with the plot hook, we wouldn't have to deal with these guys.
What's Ethan's speed? Is it enough?
Yes.
It looks like it's enough.
It's enough.
That is yep. Okay. So what is that? Is that an emoji? It looked like an emoji.
Yes.
Let's see if this is correct. This is correct. Cool. I did not put the various villagers that would be in the tavern on the map, but assume that the place has a healthy amount of people in it for those that are inside. And
I wonder
my
what that is.
let's roll some initiatives.
Man, I don't like this game anymore.
Fighting around the world.
I don't think I was selected.
That's fine. I can get you on the map on the
This
tips.
is why we can't have nice things.
Oh, now you're on there twice. Delete one.
Sorry. Delete the 6. I don't care.
What monsters out?
Womp womp.
Looks like everyone's gone before them anyway, so.
I love how I just have a combination of really low dex and really low rolling every time I roll initiative.
I feel your pain, okay?
Yeah, you're always down here with me too.
Mhm.
You're right.
I
Almost
mean,
always, yeah. This time I actually
this
rolled
time's a
decently the first
13.
time. But the number of times that I rolled a 1 on my initiative, yeah.
Now that Ethan is closer, you can also see that they are semi-translucent in a sort of bluish hue. And since no one inside knows that they're there, we're just going to go with Ethan's turn.
All right.
They are very aggressive, and now that you have approached come towards the tavern, this one on the end here looks like he's turning towards you and is about to charge you.
Ethan will scoot on over here, pull out some caltrops and sprinkle them on the ground, and then come on up to the door and
One of these days I've gotta like put on those anti-caltrop boots.
You really do.
Hey, looks like we've got some trouble outside.
Fear me and my 4.12 initiative.
Where are the caltrops?
This square. Well, I guess he'd put him here, right in front of the thing. Also, I put some caltrops outside the door, so watch out for those.
Does that look right? Is that the square
Yeah.
you wanted?
Mhm.
Okay. So you open the door and just yell to everyone inside? Is that what I understood? Okay.
Mhm.
There's quite a commotion, so just speaking in a normal, hey everyone, there's some monsters
Yeah,
out
I'm
here. Probably
definitely
wouldn't
shouting out.
do it. Okay. So then that makes Althea's turn. Hearing the yell of warning from Ethan, what does she do?
She stands up. Everyone who's
Reasonable.
not armed, get to that side of the room. And she points to away from the door and gets over right there and readies an action to strike with halberd as soon as anybody walks in.
Oh no, I qualify as anybody.
Well, no. Obviously, she's not. Anyone who's not Ethan or Gwen.
Okay. That'll make it to Johnny's turn.
Okay, Johnny's gonna go position himself in front of the door, open it, and he's gonna ready an action to skewer anybody who comes through it.
Again.
Including Ethan.
Who's not
Oh,
Ethan?
no.
And by skewer, we mean we're gonna cast Sacred Flame. Actually, no, we're
you
gonna
can
cast
make-
Guiding.
Oh, I should really remove that dynamic lighting, shouldn't I? Now that that door's open.
There we go. Actually, I'm
There's
gonna
nothing there.
I'm gonna ready a Guiding Bolt
What is that?
for whoever has the audacity that's not Ethan to come through that door.
Just a villager just seeking refuge.
He's out of luck.
I gotta go.
Johnny's
get
turn.
the meat.
I'm gonna move to like here. Question I did not ask last week that I should have asked. When I used the spear, did the lightning cartridge does it still have lightning in it? Like, do I still have charges from the current one, or do I have to switch it out?
Looking at that little receptacle, it looks like there's still that glowy plasma globe type arcing of electricity on the glass. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I will also prepare an action to stab anything other than Ethan or random villager comes through the door. I
See,
guess that means
Ethan,
I have to-
you are your own exception to the rule.
I'm assuming that means that they rolled very poorly.
Ah,
I see a corner of a very large square, or not square, circle.
Really big thing.
yeah. Johnny goes big thing outside. Wow.
Did it just punch Ethan?
What is that?
No, it did not.
It probably wants.
It stepped on some caltrops, is what happened.
Ah.
So this hulking monstrosity runs up and looks like it stubs its toe, sort of reaction. It hurts itself on some caltrops. You hear some crashing as well from outside. Bits of the porch have been destroyed by these creatures, which I don't know. Some of you might be able to see. You
I
can at
can
least
see
see
it- I
part
can
of
see the
its
corner of it.
token.
Right here.
But one does run up to Ethan and try to smash him in
Oh, Johnny, you should have yanked him inside.
the head.
Um,
Oh,
Actually,
crap.
yeah. Actually, if Oof.
Does it make a wisdom save first?
Probably.
does it pass the wisdom save?
Stop.
Luck one.
God.
What's the DC?
We're gonna die.
15.
Oh, good news. That critical didn't happen. Neither did the other two probable hits. So it runs up on Ethan and then just looks at him like, why can't I attack this thing? It's there. It's in my reach. and promptly bites Johnny.
Excuse me?
That is how that ability works.
Asshole.
It also tries to claw Johnny, but it misses twice. The bite, however,
Actually, my held action would trigger before he bit me, wouldn't it?
It's through the wall though. In this particular case,
I stone it through the doorway. The held action to
Guiding
Sacred
bolt?
Flame, the first.
No,
Guiding
changed
bolt.
Yeah, I changed the guiding bolt.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that. Sure. That will miss.
Damn it!
And it bites you for 16 points of damage.
Dude!
Well,
Not through his. Oh yeah.
it did
not
crit.
through his armor.
Oh,
That's
okay.
fair.
I care about
Less
that.
concerned.
But that
How
will
many-
bring us.
How many points was it?
Nice. 16.
Okay, done.
And that brings us to. Also, Ambrose's turn. That's not an also, it just is.
Yeah, because I don't know. I mean, that's kind of 10 feet, but I don't know if I can strike at it or not.
Oh, yeah, you can get your rated action off.
Okay. So, on this one, clearly.
Question: Had we had a rest before this happened, or no? Is it the
No.
same day?
No.
Okay,
Yep.
just check. Got it.
That'll hit.
Wish I had the crit on it, but it's okay.
Oh, that's too many.
I don't know if I can actually do the butt end swing on this because Johnny's between it and me.
The butt end is a part of a bonus action, so you wouldn't get it on a readied.
Hold action, yeah.
Okay, but
Which
do I
would
get
be
my
your
second?
attack? Yep.
Okay.
And that'll hit. Not as good.
Not as good, but not.
Should roll a 1 and a 1.
It's not nothing.
All right, now it's Ambrose's turn.
Ambrose turns to the man sitting next to him on the bar and says, "Will you excuse me for a second? I got magic things."
Wow, we're all in trouble.
Can you
Is
tell I've never
Ambrose-
been drunk?
Ambrose is hammered.
Actually, I felt like that was pretty good.
Yeah, that
Thank
was
you.
pretty good.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, if Ambrose is hammered, yes, that's pretty good. Been there, done that.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Based on those DMs, he would be.
Oh no.
but Team needs me. I'll be right back. Ambrose stumbles off of his stool and walks over here, and 2 Eldritch Blasts on this guy.
Okay, so it's going to be at disadvantage to the state that Ambrose is in.
That
Oh.
makes sense.
Well, yeah.
Those both miss. Going
Bugger.
wide. Part of the ceiling is blasted. And that'll bring us to Ethan's turn.
Ethan is going to stay where he is and try and block the door. He
Okay.
Oh my
takes a
god.
dodge action.
Nice. Okay.
That's his turn.
I'm not seeing Ethan's stuff pop up in chat.
What kind of stuff?
His
Yeah,
actions.
what kind of stuff?
Oh,
he took
so-
the dodge action.
Okay, so you didn't punch this thing the way you were you with your
No,
amazing
I'm
punches.
keeping everyone else safe.
Oh, okay.
The man walks over and looks out the doorway. Oh, those are frightening.
That was pretty spooky.
Who the hell are you?
And then he quickly goes through this doorway and shuts it behind him.
It's understandable.
Althea's turn.
Yep, might as well keep wailing on this guy.
We're whalers on the moon.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Carry a harpoon.
Boom. That will miss. That'll hit.
Ooh.
So cold. Okay,
Damn it.
that'll miss. Do you wish to move?
I mean, best thing I can do is like move there, because I don't want these things to get. Can I even move around Johnny and Ethan or not?
Ethan is specifically trying to block the doorway, so you'd have to like push him aside.
Ethan, what the hell are you doing? Either get inside or move.
Keeping them from getting
Please.
into the civilians.
Yeah, and just so you know, Johnny is,
I appreciate
is
that.
blocking the door from the inside as well, so you're double stymied.
Great.
I think that makes it Johnny's turn.
And Ambrose is also here.
Can't we get flanking on them?
Not
Damn
the
it.
way you currently are.
No, that was to the two of them.
Oh,
All right, Johnny's gonna reach out and use inflict wounds on this one.
okay.
Damn it!
That'll miss.
Wow, and that was such a good damage roll too.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm
Um,
done.
That'll bring us to Tonus' turn.
Are there windows along the front of this building?
There are some shutters that you can go to. Let me see about doing that. Oh. And then give you
Oh wow.
placements. There'd be one like here and here.
Guess I'm gonna run to here and stab him through the window. 1 second. Get out of here.
Okay,
Alright.
run over, push open the window, and
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll stab him with the lightning spear.
do you push either button?
Previously I had pushed I think it was the right button. Let's try
Yeah.
the left button. Probably doesn't hit though.
That will miss.
Extra attack. Probably also misses. I do nothing.
Okay. The one that was on the stair leading up to the porch will come into Althea's threatened range and trigger an attack of opportunity.
Okay, hang on a second. Tara, attack of opportunity. Want me to take it for you?
Oh, I don't like that.
Sorry, she has chosen now to go and deal with food. Here she comes. It's America. It came into range. So attack of opportunity.
Spiff. All right. So which one is it that came into?
This guy.
That one.
Even though he's around the edge of the door frame for me.
It came into here in this square.
Okay.
As it marched up. That'll hit.
Oh, I didn't have Liger attack. It's too late now.
Oh, that's true.
Not horrible.
You watch as at the elbow, their arms split in two, and they are now four-armed.
Is half an octopus.
Ah.
Next two of them are going to join each other. No.
Plus its legs, so it's 3/4 of an octopus.
This
No,
one tries
it-
to overcome the sanctuary effect of Ethan and does not. And so they both attack Johnny. First one will hit and then miss twice. So it claws Johnny for 6. And then the other one. Jeez. Johnny's AC is 22, so it the second one claws Johnny for 7, and then bites him for 10.
How's Johnny looking?
Not
Unhappy,
great.
and really pissed off.
And then this
Probably
one
back up.
attack Tonist.
Disadvantage
Okay.
from Liger.
So just on the first attack?
Yes. It doesn't specify, but in this case, yes.
Well, it's your choice, yeah. First attack.
I mean, yeah. So wait. Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. No matter which one it would have been, didn't because of natural 20.
Mm-hmm.
But that's so it bites you. It claws you twice and bites you. So it claws for 5, 8, and 8, and then bites for 9. So 22 damage total.
Okay. Oh, I disappeared. I'm under Liger, I think.
Oh,
Where'd it go?
where'd Tonus
Oh,
go?
Down low. Yeah,
That was interesting.
that was weird.
One of them says in a deep guttural voice, "Where's the elf?" The other elf.
where is the
And
elf?
it is Ambrose's turn.
Okay,
Good
elf.
question.
me? If Ambrose tried to run to like the other side of the bar, would like all these chairs and stuff, does that count as like rough terrain or anything? Or
No, you can move and they.
But he is drunk.
it's not that drunk?
Running is not ideal.
I got the impression that you were, 3 sheets to the wind, buddy.
Listen,
Pretty toasty.
it's all right. But Ambrose is going to make his way through the bar. And can I fit through this window?
Yeah?
No, I'm trying to keep you safe.
Ambrose punches open the window and hops out of it. He shouts, "Hey, gorillas, want to see my impression of a cloud?"
What?
And down this line, narrowly missing Ethan, I cast Lightning Bolt.
Oh boy. Where's Nana when you need her?
Isn't that gonna
Yeah,
hit
you
Ethan?
do like this.
Yeah, like that, basically. So I'll like just narrowly miss him. I'll hit the square next
You
to
sure
him.
you don't want to do something like that, or
Ah,
like this one?
I have confidence in Ethan's dodging ability, but it's also lightning.
All right, so you are
And
a
it's
drunk
5 feet
Ambrose.
wide.
So go ahead and give me a D100, and the higher the better.
Okay.
Oh!
No!
All right, I'm gonna need a dexterity saving throw from Ethan.
Oh, it's the best.
What's the DC for the lightning bolt?
I got it.
16, I believe.
Okay, and then what is your damage? You got 8d6 of these lightning damages.
Roll 8d6. I think that'll work. Yep.
Oof. Okay, so Ambrose takes 15 of that. Unless he's got
Ambrose
some
does?
other. Not Ambrose, Ethan.
Oh, crap.
Oh, that one died. Alright, so let's move him. There we go. The one in the middle VoIPs out of existence.
Boy.
Spectral form just
Sorry.
disappears as it gets ripped apart by the lightning. The other two are in a pretty bad shape. And it is Ethan's turn.
Oh, now I gotta come over here and. Oh. Yeah. I'll come over here and try and protect Ambrose, who's super drunk.
How long is the lightning bolt? 100 feet long.
100
Awesome.
Yeah.
5 feet wide.
So it also gets shot down the street.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I hope there was nobody like delivering papers on the other side of the street or anything.
So Ethan's
All right,
gonna
cool. All right, second attack hits.
And might as well spend a key point to make a couple more swings.
The creature, using the lower portions of its forearms that have split in half, are trying to block your punches, but even with disadvantage, you hit. So the fourth one also hits, but of course the third one misses.
And then on that fourth one that hits, I will also spend a key point to try and stun it. So it needs a constitution. Which I imagine I'm pretty good at, but whatever.
Okay. And that
Yeah,
will
that's-
succeed. Old fancy boy McGee pokes his head out of the door, sees that the fight is still going on, and goes back in. And it's Althea's turn.
Coward.
Fancy.
She like moves to where she can see this guy.
Mhm.
That should be, yeah. That's still 10 feet, so.
So same thing with its lower forearm, it blocks your halberd, and by
No!
imposing disadvantage, you miss.
Son of a.
That one misses. That one hits.
That one hits?
Yep.
Okay.
It only imposes the disadvantage on the first attack. Second attack just missed because it wasn't high enough, and the
wasn't
third
high enough,
attack was a regular one.
Okay.
It is
Are
barely
you
up.
things? She actually says that. What are you things?
It's Johnny's turn.
Laughing boy that's in a world of hurt over here.
Mhm.
It's like a DC 15 save. Wisdom save, sorry. That won't work.
He takes a bell toll to the head and, well, to the psyche, or it's necrotic, never mind. But he's gone. He dissipates just like the first one did.
And then John,
Spectral form
will
being ripped apart.
step out here.
Okay, and that makes it Tonus' turn.
Is this move kosher? Can you see the
Yeah.
arrows on my? Okay. Cool. So left button stab again. Maybe I probably not.
That will miss. That will miss.
The okay, both okay. Well, okay.
Right. The last remaining one, seemingly to itself, since the other two things are gone, says, "Oh yeah, other half elf being dealt with," and attacks. Tries to attack Ethan. Let's see if it gets it. It does not, so it turns around and attacks Tonus.
Other half
Advantage.
what?
Oh, since I had attacked him,
Oh, that's right.
the sanctuary.
Yeah, you, okay, didn't have to do it. So claws Ethan for 9, and then
Okay.
8, and then the bite misses. So 17 total. bringing us to Ambrose's turn.
Well, okay, wait. No, never mind. I didn't have
Ambrose
Liger attack again. Damn it! What is wrong with me?
kind of
That's true.
stumbles here. And Hunger of a Wrath on that thing.
Okay. 2d6 cold.
2d6 cold.
All right. And that makes it Ethan's turn, I think. Yeah.
Resume
As this
fun.
creature's being pulled into the void. I'm not sure how much. Yeah, you've got advantage, and it is destroyed. Spectral form is ripped apart, and we are out of initiative.
It was exciting. What the heck was that?
We should find Gwen, like now.
It's
What?
idea.
I know I heard it say something, but
Where's the elf?
Right
said
here.
And then it said something about a halfling.
no, it
No,
said
half
something
elf.
about others half dealt with.
The other half elf has been dealt with, or is being dealt with.
So I said we should find Gwen now.
All right.
Don't
let's
suppose
go.
anybody knows how to make her bell go off.
Told the dead.
John,
like a
Johnny
bell.
just looks at you.
What?
Nothing. If you don't know, I'm not going to explain it to you.
No, I already know that's a bad idea. Still.
The fancily clad man comes out and says, "Oh, the excitement's over. But where did those creatures go?"
We destroyed them, thank you.
They seem to go into nowhere. Fun.
The other villagers that were in the bar are also sort of slowly coming out, seeing that no fight left.
It's all right. Has anyone else have any of you seen anything like that before?
No, no one. We met with shaking of heads, murmurs of no, and I don't even know what that is.
Martha, I am sorry to slow your business for the evening, but I would strongly suggest everyone go home.
Ethan will move over and collect his caltrops.
Okay. Martha looks around at the damage to the slight damage inside, and then there's also a lot of scorch marks on the porch itself, and seems to come to the same conclusion.
Still there. Wait,
Ethan, did you see which direction Gwen headed off?
yeah. She went that way, and he'll point the direction.
Southwest
she went
or
right.
southeast.
Johnny,
Yes.
Ethan, you look like you've taken a bit of, well, yeah.
I'll be fine. Don't worry
Sorry.
about me.
No,
What are you sorry
see-
for?
You see Johnny
Nice.
uncap a potion of cure wounds and down it.
Ethan, can you handle this?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
All right.
Cure wounds is like what, 1d8?
2d4 plus 2.
Gentlemen,
Here,
let's spread
before-
out in the street. Keep an eye on these folks while they get home.
So cure about
Folks,
0 points.
double time. Move it, please.
Okay.
All right, let's go. It's as good as it's gonna get.
So I figure take a couple of minutes to watch and make sure people get to their homes, and I'm going to shout to anybody else who is in the street, please These ones may be gone. I don't know if there are more. Please return to your homes now. Barricade yourselves in.
All right. Not the most agreement that you've seen in the crowd, but eventually everyone shuffles off.
If anybody looks particularly rebellious, I'd say you're welcome to join us if you want. We're going hunting after the rest of them.
Okay. None
Ethan
take you
takes
up
him.
on that offer.
Yeah, I didn't figure any would. Figured it might hasten their steps homeward.
Ethan takes a moment, and his wounds seem to heal a bit. By a bit, a lot.
Okay.
I'll cast False Life on myself as well.
I believe I've already spent my lay on hands.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down to cantrips right now.
I don't remember.
I've gone.
Same, but my cantrips are neato.
Yes, they are, Alfie.
I don't remember seeing
I'm gonna
Althea
cast
spend
it
any
twice.
lay on hands today.
Well, if I haven't spent any lay on hands today,
Oh, beautiful.
I will lay hands on Johnny. Laying hands on you, buddy.
Oh, you're touching me. You think I'm pretty? Thank you.
Wow. For that, you only get 15.
All right.
20.
What were the
Speaking of,
D4s for?
We'll go with
I
20.
was doing False Life on myself.
Ah,
1d4 plus 4.
nice.
All right, Johnny's up to 41. That's if we're gonna do this, let's go, guys.
Okay, so you travel out towards where Ethan saw Gwen go into the woods. There are trees here. What do you do?
We're off the map.
Yes. Yeah, there's no. Let's put you back here.
Really quick before we move on, what happened to the handsome stranger that Ambrose was drinking with?
He
Coward.
took Althea's advice and went back into the tavern and up the stairs, presumably to his room on the second floor.
Oh,
You're sweet talking a coward over there.
he didn't have any weapons, and the gorilla showed up.
That's okay,
Don't
buddy.
worry about.
Tell you what, we'll revisit that when we get back. Okay.
Oh yeah, we will.
Good for you. Let's go.
Okay, I don't know who we is, but you can leave me out of that. All right, Althea
Thanks,
picks up a branch and casts light on it.
Okay.
'Cause it-
You now have a torch.
burn.
Like, what's it?
yes,
Hey, torch like what's it? Awesome.
a torch like what's it that won't burn anything if I drop it.
A clamp or clamp-like device.
Johnny casts light on a torch by lighting it. He
All right,
looks over, he goes, this works too.
You've got a light like what's it?
Well, we call them torches.
Althea smacks Johnny lightly with the branch.
Didn't know you were into that. Let's keep going.
Wow.
All right. So you can see a clear path forward. Love tracks. There's 2 sets of tracks leading into the wood. I imagine you follow that.
Surprising that either one of them would leave tracks.
Good point. Let's see.
Sorry, I know I just did myself a disservice, but
Well, what's his name definitely left tracks. I don't know if Gwen leaves tracks. because Gwen had stuff to follow when she was
Johnny,
tracking him.
I can use survival, so
Okay. Yeah, I will need a survival check from one of you at some point,
There you go.
anyways. We'll look at this ability.
That's a pretty good one.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
That's an even better
guess-
one.
yeah, but
Ambrose
he's disadvantaged.
tries-
It's still better.
No. All right. So Thomas is trying to get you guys off of the right path. I guess.
Mushroom.
I swear she went this way. That's not even in the
Tiger's
woods.
roll.
Trust me, don't eat that mushroom or you'll end up worse than Ambrose.
Moving
Welcome to
through
the
the
good
woods, you can see bits of fabric on thorns, broken branches, heavy footfalls, followed by a set of lighter falls. Well, I say followed by, but you don't know the. Well, presumably you know the order if Gwen was following, since she went in second. You'd follow for about 15 minutes, and I will need a second survival check from one person.
I'm not
You
gonna
got
do it.
I
Why not the person that has the 7?
I Nay, go ahead, do your thing.
You already did.
You already did.
I know.
We're
I
taking
see
the
it.
16, I guess.
It is still fairly easy to follow the path. Again, you find bits of thread, bits of fabric on thorns. The path is still pretty easy. Even in the dark, you can make with the light from the torch and the light spell, and probably
No
dark
wonder-
vision.
No wonder his clothes were in such bad repair.
You travel for another 20 minutes or so, and I need another survival check.
From
I'll try this one.
there we go.
Hey, nice.
Nat 20. Yay.
Okay. So you continue traveling through the woods. It's a lot harder to track at this point. You find no more pieces of fabric on thorns. The footfalls of the first person are light and scattered. You barely find any. Same with Gwen's, actually. But seeing as you rolled a 27, you are successful, and you find the tracks leading to a small pond, and then they backtrack a bit. And when you backtrack, you come to a certain spot, and then they just disappear near a tree.
Look up.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Up in the tree, you can spot a couple of tents that have been strung up and suspended in the air between branches of this large tree.
Okay. Are they the same size tent or are they two different sizes?
One's quite small. It looks like it would basically fit a person that's sleeping in it, and that's about it. The other one's a bit bigger.
Okay, throw a rock at the small one. I'm not gonna whip it sidearm. I'm just gonna just toss it up there and go, hey, wake up.
You just want it to like hit the fabric and
Yeah.
make it a definite. This was
And
a small
and-
stone.
An attention getter rather than, hucking a fastball.
Okay.
Hey, wake up. Do you need like an unarmed strike or something like that? Or can I
No,
just
I don't.
throw a rock?
No, yeah.
I was gonna say,
yeah,
I don't-
You've succeeded.
I don't actually know if I'm here. Jacob has told me nothing.
Does anybody?
Yeah. That's a good idea. Telling people stuff. Who needs to know what their characters are doing when?
We'll just wing it. Sounds like you're typing by the hunt and peck method.
That is some quick pecking. I mean, I'm not the fastest typist, but
That's okay.
Oh, we're like when we hear it, it sounds like one every like couple seconds. It's like tink, tink, tink.
I'll get closer to it.
Okay.
No.
Where's the B on this thing?
The bee from nature.
Just
Don't
beans?
diss the GM, man.
I'm looking. Where's the silent Q on the keyboard?
Okay, so does that wake her up? Assuming she's there.
According to all known
Typing.
laws of aviation.
Ah, okay.
Thank you, Go.
Poking out ahead from this small tent is the traveler that you saw in the tavern before, the one with the mask on his face. There's down at the group.
Where's our teammate?
Does not look pleased.
He was on the rocks.
Don't grump at me. Where's our teammate? We were just attacked by these four really creepy looking
Three.
Cyclops things. Three
Three.
Cyclops things.
Wait. I'm here. It's fine. What's going on?
Why are you shacking
Oh,
up with this
Gwen.
guy?
I'm not
That's
shacking.
coming
We
from
have
the-
separate tents.
Other tent. They're both in the small one-person tent.
No!
I don't know how
Oh
they
my
do it.
god, that's disgusting. All
Trick
right.
of Geometry. It's actually one of those
It's a target
magical
that's bigger on the
spells
inside.
that.
All right.
Yeah, exactly.
I told you guys not. Okay, fine. It's fine. It's fine. What? What happened?
How you doing?
We were just attacked by these three, I'm assuming, umbral creatures that were cycloptic in nature. Beat the piss out of most of us and said that the other half elf was being dealt with. So we came tracking you down to hopefully get you before you died. If you're busy, we can come back later. And he just grins at you.
Gwen will
And
just
Althea,
stare at him.
Althea puts up both hands and says, I was totally ready to just let you be until those things showed up.
She'll look up at.
The
Oh.
man that's
He
there.
goes,
in the
oh,
other
and
tent
they were looking
says,
for him. He points straight at Chuckles over there, the masked beyonder. And they were looking for him.
She'll look up at him.
At which
What?
point he's looking at Johnny, says to Gwen, "Is that one off deal?"
Maybe. That depends.
Althea just like piercing glare at this guy.
We're not fighting. We're not fighting. She's gonna look at Althea. She's gonna look at him. We're not fighting. We're friends.
Oh, sure. When Gwen finds a stranger out in a mysterious place, we're not fighting.
I didn't summon a demon. This is my brother.
Girls, you're both pretty. Knock it off.
Your brother.
Yeah, it's a long story. And she winces as like apparently her leg is gonna start cramping because that's what happened to me.
You need more potassium in your diet.
Art really does imitate life.
Gaz, are things looking for you? What's going on?
We were under the impression that they were coming for you.
Me.
No, they actually asked for the elf first.
But he's a half elf too.
Not my
So
problem.
am I?
It
There's
might be
already-
closer to like a third.
Okay, doesn't matter. The one of them said that the other one was being dealt with. That to us meant you.
Okay.
We're not letting anything happen to you. You're part of our team.
Okay. I don't know what he meant by that though. So, thank you.
If you're fine, don't you? Johnny just starts walking away. All right, bye.
Gaz, do you know anything about this?
Wait, what was the question?
Does he know anything about this?
Okay, I thought you were addressing him, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Well, I
Uh,
haven't actually heard you say his name yet, so I could be saying it wrong.
Oh, no. That sounds right.
Okay.
No.
Succinct, as always.
Althea will give as detailed a description of these monstrosities as she possibly can.
So they were glowing translucent blue?
With stitches on their heads where it looked like they'd been scalped and then their heads sewn back together with green ooze coming off of them.
That was glowing green. Yeah, so the
One
green...
eye.
That
Their
sounds
skin
like...
was faintly blue.
Yeah.
They sound like silver fang apes.
Does Gwen know what silver fang apes are?
They come from elsewhere.
From elsewhere.
The
As
far
in
realm.
another plane?
With a capital E.
The far realm.
Like the Marvel
I
Elsewhere.
love
Or,
Skyrim.
yeah.
So like the same place as the Mind Flayer?
Yes.
Charming. He's sending
What do I
his minions into
roll?
town now.
What interesting friend, and Johnny's as he's walking away. What interesting friends you have, Gwen.
Althea looks over her shoulder at Johnny and says, "Well, look at us."
Fair statement. He's still walking. He's still heading back to town.
Where are you going?
What? She didn't want us to be here. She's safe. I'm going back to town, finishing my dinner. What?
What time is it, Jacob?
Please don't.
It's pretty late at this point. They took a while to get through the woods to where you are, so it'd probably be close to like 10 p.m.
Okay. I don't know what to do. I know Althea is
Sir?
going to want me to come back, but I know
Well,
Gaz wants to stay out
no.
here.
Hang on.
Wait
Sir,
a minute.
do you know if these things can climb? Do you know if you'll be in any danger from them up here? She's addressing the stranger because she didn't quite catch his name.
I'm in no danger.
And what about Gwen?
He looks over at Gwen and says, I've never seen her fight.
Oh God, my insight's for crap, but I'm gonna try. Nope. I believe this guy 100% that he is not in any kind of danger.
Doesn't seem to be hiding anything.
When? If you really want to stay out here, knowing that these things could be after you, I'm not going to force you to come back to town.
It's more that I'm not going to leave him. And I think he wants to stay out here.
Is there a way that you can alert us if you're in danger?
How good is your hearing?
But I've never tested it.
I don't know. I
particularly.
don't really know how loud the bell rings anyway. So I couldn't.
Well, what about the other bell? Can you link them?
I don't
Other
know
bell?
yet. I don't know yet.
Tell you what, if you have trouble, send up a flaming arrow. One of us will be on watch.
Every time Mel Brooks makes another movie, he burns our village down. That's the first thing I thought. Fire a flaming arrow towards the village. And hope it doesn't burn anything down.
Not
It's
toward
fine.
the
I'll
village,
catch it.
just up. Or toward the keep. God knows we're going to have to tear it all down anyway.
Okay, I'll think of something.
All right.
Okay. So now what?
Also, thank you.
I look directly at the stranger. I'm trusting her with you, sir. She means a lot to me. Please don't betray that trust.
He doesn't
Sure.
respond. Just stares back steadfastly.
Okay. Let's get back to town. Johnny's got a head start on us. Ambrose, are you okay?
We'll see you guys in the morning.
I'm good. It's all good in the Ambrose hood. Affair.
Gwen
Yeah,
just
we're
looks
not
at
leaving him
Ambrose.
on watch by himself.
Are you drunk?
Oh, Lord.
Hi.
Honey, he's so drunk.
Might be.
He was drowning his sorrows over losing the love of his life.
He was so pretty.
Yes, dear. Come along. She's going to just kind of guide Ambrose around and head back toward the village.
All right. So it takes. So the path that you followed was a little meandering. Doing a straight shot back to the village only takes about half hour. But that does mean that it is, about 10:30 at night. No one is on the street. There's some torches in the tower giving light. Towers, the watchtowers. But otherwise, all seems calm. I presume Johnny went back to the Hoopty.
Yep, and by the time they get back, he's halfway through one of his meditations on the armor that he's working on.
Guess we're bunking down in the Hoopty because I'm assuming that Martha locked up the Gorgon for the night.
That is accurate. It is locked up.
Are we
Just
married
break in.
to the name Hoopty?
No,
No,
it's the tank.
the Doom Ninja. It's the Doom Buggy.
It's a battle hoopty. What's wrong with that?
Dum da dum dum dum.
Doomy doomy doom.
Does anyone need to do anything before the end of the night?
That bar is like fully locked up and all that.
Ambrose, go to sleep.
It does appear that way. However, there is some damage to some of the windows that are shuttered.
Ambrose, don't break into the tavern, please.
I don't break into anywhere.
You just insinuate yourself through the cracks. I get it. Go to bed.
I am like the night.
Long and uneventful?
Yeah,
Ambrose,
Althea's going to coax Ambrose to walk with her and try to distract him as she walks him to the jailhouse to lock him up for the night.
No.
Okay.
For realsies though, like as soon as Ambrose gets within like 5 feet of his bunk inside the battle wagon, he like passes out.
Okay, good.
Gone.
Good. Althea is going to go up to the jailhouse just to see if it's open at all, if there's anyone awake and paying attention.
It's locked.
Okay. All right. How far is the closest watchtower?
The watchtowers are on the outskirts of town. They're maybe 50 feet from the closest buildings.
Okay. She's gonna walk out to the closest watchtower, call up, ask if they've seen anything. Let them know to be on the lookout for these particular creatures. If they haven't seen them, she'll give them a good description.
Okay. So that would be the north one.
Okay.
And they have not.
Okay.
But they agree. I mean, it's just like a single militia member.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of people to have a full-time, like, dual guards at each watchtower.
Okay. Put up, if you see anything, put up a big racket. Someone will be on watch.
Okay.
All right. Go back to the Doom engine.
Battle wagon. Okay. And I imagine that going through the night, you guys close it up and lock it from the inside and get everyone situated. You don't leave it open, right?
No. Don't leave
Okay.
it open. Definitely have somebody up top watching at all times.
Up in
Mainly watching the forest to see if a flaming arrow goes up.
the like pilot's room on the second floor.
Yeah.
Not on top.
No, not exposed.
All right. What's the order of watch? There's 4 of you that can take watch.
Let's see. I'll take first watch.
I'm gonna do second.
Paul.
Hmm.
He's falling asleep over there.
Sorry.
I fed him. Therefore it is sleep time. Sorry.
I
blame my wife.
You gonna take
Is
third
it
watch?
Johnny can be third or fourth, with Ethan being the other one, assuming that Ethan agrees.
As long as Johnny gets the rest of his meditation time in on the armor, he's fine.
Yep, he would.
Yep.
Okay, I need to take a quick bathroom break. I will be back in like less than 5.
Yep,
Okay.
same here.
We'll get drinks. Drinkies.
Warm up some pizza.
Oops. That's unfortunate. Oh, come on.
All right, I'm back.
Woo!
All right.
Other elf is being dealt with. What?
What?
You see the
We know
tents.
more
Like,
elves.
is she in there? I don't know.
Maybe, maybe not. What she dealt with? Did that happen? I need a Constitution saving throw from Ambrose. Assuming you're
Yeah,
here
that sounds
still.
about right.
Nice. And one more.
2. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's not Constitution. Yeah.
Damn.
All right.
Okay.
Just double checking those DMs, making sure.
I'm checking those dungeon masters.
Yep. One,
Are those hangover rolls?
Jacob's back.
Yep.
More than likely.
There were 3, so one more.
More?
Yep, last
Poor
one.
Ambrose.
Okay, less than
Okay.
great.
So third was Johnny. Johnny is Johnny here? Is Paul back?
No, he has not returned yet.
Okay.
Please tell me that he's recovered.
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 Was someone ill?
Oh, he was hurting for certain yesterday.
Oh, yeah. He was hurting. For certain.
Honey, we're waiting on you. He's coming. Yeah, I actually spent some time this week watching the recording of last week. And I was slightly chagrined by how much time we took away from the campaign. I'm sitting there going, oh my God, do we actually spend this much time taking breaks? I am ashamed.
Some weeks are worse than others. For that.
Trying to be quick now. Now that I have had solid food, I'm doing much better.
I've returned. Wait on you.
Yay!
Okay. During Johnny's break, you hear retching from down below.
I'm not going back down there until Ambrose cleans that mess up.
Fair enough. Your watch ends. I guess you get Ethan. Maybe you don't get Ethan. I don't know. I don't know if you would know if whatever mess Johnny believes is down there is still down there.
I'll go check.
I got prestidigitation. It's fine.
Ambrose doesn't actually wake up despite the retching.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
Wow. Hopefully one of us rolls him on his side.
But when Johnny goes down there, there doesn't appear to be any mess at all.
Did he sleep prestidigitate?
Umbral
Did I
puke.
do an Attila the Hun and I just like choked to death?
Oh,
Your cat might have taken care of it.
Oh, no.
You owed another favor.
Aw, don't.
Guys, still having dinner here.
Wow.
Wow. Wake up, Ethan.
Nasty.
So, apparently, Ambrose was umbral puking. So just be aware of that.
Careful where you step.
Sounds delightful.
There's the rest of the night is uneventful, and it is morning Ambrose does not have any took taste in his mouth, and actually feels right as rain. No hangover.
Hey.
Wow. Some people have
Against
all the luck.
all odds.
How we know this is a fantasy game?
Wow.
Ambrose actually gets out of bed and does a cartwheel down the battle wagon.
Okay. It goes off without a hitch.
Oh, bitch. Joke.
Um, go over to the patient Gorgon, see if it's opening up.
Yeah. It's with how late you guys went to bed. Doing a long rest is going to be pretty late in the morning. The doors are open. Martha's inside cleaning and trying to figure out the damage done to the establishment. There are no other patrons. There are no patrons in.
Given my background in construction and tooling and everything, can I figure out how much damage was done and what it'll take to fix this place?
Well, the lightning bolt on the porch wasn't for it for sure. Much of the porch still have to be ripped up and replaced. Other than that, like a shutter and then a bit of paneling on the inside. Although that could probably just be fixed with a picture for now.
Well, I will let Martha know what my learned opinions on these things are.
Okay. She will accept the judgment quite readily.
Could have been a lot worse.
Althea is going to lean over to Johnny and very quietly ask, "How much is that?"
Do some quick math. What's that cost? A couple of gold?
I'm sorry. The question was a little light, and I.
How much is that going to cost?
Oh, to fix the porch?
Yeah.
Probably like 20 gold.
What the hell? Is it made out of solid iron?
It's made out of solid gold.
Dude.
Mostly it's labor.
Okay.
Whoops.
Whoops.
We'll take it out of your share. No big deal.
Yeah, that's fine.
Althea says, "Just send us the bill."
She is surprised and says, "Well, you defended the place, so I imagine the damage would have been a lot. You're not here."
Possible.
A very good way of looking at things.
Tell you what, I'll split it with you half and half.
Deal.
Very well. So where do you happen to know, Martha? Where do Hilda and Asnor and Arid reside?
They are along this road here. I guess I could just put there. She describes a couple houses to you that are in town.
Okay.
That's not gonna show up well. Sure doesn't.
Arid's residence. It's okay, I can see it.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, nice.
Arid's got 2 residences. He's rich.
He is.
No kidding. That second one's a doozy. Asnor. Asnor's the wealthy one.
Oh. Asnor, more like as more money.
Wow.
As Snore.
Would that mean that his bodyguard is an Asgardian?
What?
No.
Oh, Brolda's right across the street. Okay.
Yeah, easier to. Well, I don't know about easier, but quick stop to drink and then go home.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna poke my head out the door and see if there are any likely young lads lounging around whom I
Your
could
area?
grab and send on an errand.
She's gonna grab herself a likely young lad. Go you, Althea.
She
Oh,
just
that
looks at you
happens.
funny.
It,
What? What are you talking about?
Well, that's
in
going on.
in the mid morning, there are definitely young teenagers milling about, or late morning, I should say. What sort of
Call-
errand?
Just a message.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what's the message?
Yeah, don't be
Uh,
cagey with the DM. He needs to know these.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Calling out and asking if a couple of lads want to take a couple of messages for me.
yeah. I mean, depending on what you're willing to pay, there's certainly people around that will do work.
I figured to run to someone's house and give a message as a copper.
In
Yes.
town, yeah.
Right.
Not sending them to Kingsdale or anything.
No, good heavens, no.
All right.
No, just to Erid and to Asnor to please come and meet the Baroness at the keep in half an hour. She will actually be there this time.
All right.
We'll see about that.
Gwen has not shown up yet, so I don't know if you wanted to revise the time frame for that.
If
You
she
don't have
doesn't
to. I
fi-
just
if, yeah, if she doesn't find us in town, presumably she'll come to the keep.
Okay.
If
Understandable.
she's got a brain in her head.
You could leave a message with the innkeep as well.
Yes.
Gwen's a grownish type person thingy.
Grownish type person. Thingy.
Grown-ish type person. So yes, and I'll let Martha know as well, and then I'm going to walk across the street to Brolda's residence.
Okay.
Tap on the door.
All right. Yep. The Brolda will answer after a few moments.
Good morning,
Surprised to see you in the morning. Yep.
or good almost afternoon. I've sent messages to Erid and Asnor to see if they will meet us at the keep in half an hour. If that is, I hope that would be convenient for you. I'm going to head up there now.
Yeah, she can go.
Excellent. Thank you very much. We'll see you. We'll see you soon.
And is anyone else doing anything while this is happening, other than Ambrose?
Probably getting breakfast to go.
Yeah, Johnny's sitting down having breakfast at the patient Gorgon while
Yeah, I'm with Johnny
Althea's
eating.
doing her business.
Okay. So then you both watch as Ambrose heads upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay. So for Ambrose, there are a few doors up here that presumably lead off to rooms.
That is what doors do.
Second floor of this tavern is a inn, so anyone staying the night would be in one of these.
I guess just go down the line, knock on doors. I'll be that guy.
Wow.
Okay. After a
I'm
few,
not like pounding on the door. I'm just like a gentle, like little kind of back of the knuckle tap on the door, see if anyone answers, that kind of thing.
okay.
It's locked. Go on to the next one.
There's a couple no answers, and then one surprised and confused person who clearly isn't the fancily dressed man. I presume you. Well, I shouldn't presume anything. Who asks what you want?
Oh, big mistake, my guy. Sorry, I'm looking for someone else.
You are not the drug I'm looking for.
All right. And then after those tries, you will be greeted by the same man who you were drinking with the night prior, who beams at you. Good morning.
Good morning. Ambrose leans on the door.
No.
My God. Such a good thing Althea is not patient group now.
What brings you up here today?
Oh, just was in the neighborhood. Figured I'd swing by after you pretty solidly knocked me on my ass with whatever we drank last night. Didn't get a chance to actually talk.
Oh no, not too much. Did you enjoy it? Did you see the night's what is it? Did you witness the night's events after drinking?
It's a little hazy, but big monster showed up. I shot magic at him. We ran out into the woods. It was, it's coming back to me.
He leans forward and says, "No, I mean, did you see the effects of the drink late at night?"
I don't think so. Rose looks down at himself.
No, nothing unusual there. He says, "And did your companions mention anything?"
I don't think so.
Excellent.
Did you feed me?
Oh, just a little something special that I've had imported. Are you ready for introductions?
Yeah. Works for me.
Well then,
Yeah.
I will follow you.
All right. Also, really quick as well. What was your name again?
Yes, memory does sometimes fail after a night such as last night.
Yeah.
Thaddeus Pembroke.
Thaddeus Pembroke. What a name. I just noticed what Gwen put in the chat. Yeah, Ambrose will lead Thaddeus back downstairs.
Okay. And so you are followed by Thaddeus into the main area of the tavern, where Johnny and Tonist are eating.
Yeah, Ambrose leads him up to the table and he says, "Guys, this is my new buddy."
That's a little skeevy to me.
He's very finely dressed, so I don't know about skeevy. He does look at the two of you and says, "Ah, yes. Ambrose told me that you're called Tonist."
Did he
And
now?
he extends his hand to Tonist.
I suppose I shake.
And I don't believe I caught your name, sir, looking at Johnny.
Insight check. Is this guy's Is this guy on the up and up, or is he? Does he give that kind of snake oil salesman
Oh,
vibe?
he's the uppest of up.
Nice.
One moment.
If I'm at disadvantage, I still get a 20. I love that part.
Nice. He also before he had extended his hand, he introduced himself as Thaddeus as well. Sometimes I forget that when I tell one person, one character, not necessarily the other characters here. He seems sincerely happy to meet you.
Okay. Name is Johnny. Pleasure to meet you. Doesn't shake hands because he's in the middle of eating.
Reasonable.
So how do you know? How do you know Ambrose?
Oh, I spotted him last night as seemed like a man of fine tastes, and thought I would join him for conversation since he was alone.
Looks at him. Looks at Ambrose. Looks back at him. Looks at Ambrose. Fine taste, huh?
It did
Okay.
appear that way at the time.
Okay. Keeps eating. So Ambrose, you having a good time, man? Is this the guy who got you hammered?
Yeah, I was obviously pretty out of it, pretty sad last night, thinking about
We know what you were.
past
We know what you were
lost
thinking about.
loves. And this guy hooked me up with some stuff that made me forget that real quick.
Apparently not, because you're still whining about it.
Oh.
Can you not be rude in front of my cool friends for like 2 seconds, Johnny?
What? You're the one who brought him up.
That's fair.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, Thaddeus, it is a pleasure to meet you. Please come sit down.
Gladly, and he takes a seat with you.
So what brings you to town, Thaddeus?
Oh, I own a few farmsteads just north of here, and I heard that there was a new baron in town, and decided to come and find out for myself.
You're wrong on that score, unfortunately.
Yes, as I learned last night, it is in fact a baroness.
There you go. Good man.
It's probably about this time that Gwen arrives. I don't know if she's going. Where's Ethan in all this as well?
Ethan's gonna be outside, going by the battle jalopy, but not.
Okay, and
He's chilling by the well.
okay,
The well seems like a decent place.
the well
Did-
near the pillory that he was in.
Yeah, yeah.
Does Althea see Gwen coming back into town?
Yes, Althea will spot Gwen and the man coming back from the woods as she's talking to Brolda about going to the keep.
Actually, is this a general market sort of
Yes.
thing going on?
Yep.
Ethan will go peruse the market.
Okay.
He's
Sort of
cruising for crime.
There's general like foodstuffs there for the most part, and then there's what are they called? Like smiths and carpenters and whatnot that
Yeah.
have various wares.
Okay.
Nothing extraordinary there. There's no like glowing sword that someone's like, only 2 gold pieces.
Mhm.
Okay, so Gwen
Too high for my
is
blood.
yeah. Gwen is approaching and sees Althea at that residence out on the outskirts of town.
This one?
Yep.
Okay. So she'll walk up and say good morning.
Good morning. Glad to see you in one piece.
Yeah. See, everything's fine. She tries to smile.
She tries what she do. Roll a 1. She botches it. She's
Um,
looking mildly constipated. What?
What's the plan for today?
Well, the artisans that I was supposed to meet at the keep yesterday are going. I've sent messages, and they're there in about half an hour from now. So
Wait, How long does
I'm
it take
heading
us to
that
get
way.
to the keep?
From
It's
here?
on.
Yeah. Doesn't it take us longer to get there from here?
I thought I remembered it.
It's
I
only
was
about
looking
it's only about a mile east, so it'll take less than 30 minutes.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, I was looking at the map and going.
I thought I remembered
"It's
it being like
just
an
right
hour.
there."
It's an hour from Red Cliff. Right?
No, Red
Oh,
Ridge would be
Red Ridge.
quite a bit further.
Red Rum.
Yeah, I thought I remembered it being an hour from where we parked the tank on the tree line, but it's fine if it's
Okay. I would have, my messages would have indicated ample enough time for them to wrap up whatever they were doing and then head over. So maybe an hour.
Okay. Yeah, sure. That's reasonable.
Sorry, I'm not trying. I'm just.
No. It's okay. It's okay because I was thinking about that and reconsidering it and going, no, that doesn't make any sense, does it? So
But
yeah,
okay.
Well,
my runners would have, had said in an hour.
okay. They're like 30 minutes. Run.
Right.
I need your fastest horse.
No. Don't want to put anybody out right now. Johnny and Tonist and Ambrose are having breakfast at the Patient Gorgon. I'm actually probably going to head back there and see if I can get some breakfast myself.
Sure.
Have
We'll
you
tag along.
already eaten, or would you care for breakfast too?
That's a good question. Did we eat? I don't
Um,
remember. Or it's not that I don't remember. I just don't. No, we probably didn't actually.
right.
Don't be alarmed by the scorch marks on the front porch. That was just Ambrose.
Okay.
I told you we did battle last night.
Oh yes, and Ambrose was drunk. Gotcha.
But he did some. He was useful. He used his new lightning bolt trick, so and it took at least one of them out. Almost. It hurt Ethan a bit too, but yeah, that's because Ethan wouldn't get out of the way and let us out the door.
Yeah, Ethan.
Bogarting all
Ethan
the
isn't
combat.
present.
Gwen will
But,
just
yeah.
kind of shrug and be like, "All right,
Shall we?
sure." If you're done with
I'll see
Brolda.
you in an hour.
Okay. So you head back to the inn or the tavern? Okay. Inside, sitting at a table, are Johnny, Tonist, Ambrose, and the fancy man from the night before. The well-dressed man. I'm going to just stop calling him fancy man.
Fancy.
Fancy pants.
Yeah.
Sir Fancy Pants.
The third.
Good morning.
Gwen will go
hello.
order some breakfast
Oh,
and then find a
Uh,
table close-ish to them.
So
And the
apparently Gwen
masked
is
half
too
elf
witty for us.
sits in the corner by himself.
Gaz, come on. Sit with us.
One of us. I'm not there. But
Does he say anything?
No. He walks over and takes a seat at the same table.
hey.
Wait, hold on.
Friends.
In the corner or at our table?
Well, you didn't sit with. Did Gwen sit with that? I thought you said that she was sitting like nearby.
Oh, is it a big enough table? If there's room, she'll sit at the same table.
Yeah, you guys.
I don't know
pull
how
up
big
some
these
We can
tables
chairs.
push
are.
the table together, grab another couple chairs.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh,
so
they
he
try.
does join us?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So clarification on this guy's on the Gwen's companion's appearance. You said
Mhm.
he has dark gray stripes, vertical stripes on his face.
Yep.
But what's his basic skin tone?
It's like a peachy color with slight hints of blue.
Okay. All right. So Althea will probably be caught staring at him a little bit, but not not any more than she stares at anybody who looks different. This is so not normal to her.
Says the silver lady.
Yeah, shut up. Who's been around nothing but humans until 4 months ago.
It is quite a change.
Mm-hmm. Any case.
So
I
Gwen will
didn't
just.
meet any humans until just a few days ago.
I'm sorry, what?
I heard word salad.
Yep, he's. Oh, I don't know. Did Althea say that she hadn't met any humans, or only humans until
No.
4?
No,
Oh, never
she
mind.
didn't actually say that out loud.
Then Masked Elf Man doesn't say anything.
Ah, all right. So
He goes.
So Gwen will
He
eat.
sounds like Tankor.
Johnny speaks gibberish.
Gwen will eat her breakfast and just kind of observe the fancy man and his interactions.
Ethan's gonna buy some arrows at this market.
Okay. Yep, they've got him.
So,
So
what's your business in town?
Oh,
I know you said you were here because you wanted to see the new Baroness, but what is your actual business in town?
Yes, I did wish to meet her, and I imagine as she comes in, here she is. He stands when Althea comes in and greets her and says, "Hello, I am Thaddeus Pembroke," and extends his hand.
Apparently he's kind of rude, and Johnny just drinks his beer.
hello, Thaddeus. What have you done to make Johnny think that you're rude? She takes his hand lightly, as she's learned is appropriate for nobles.
Dead fish hand? Dead fish hand.
What?
Dead
She's
fish
been
hand.
she's been properly educated about these things. She's just not comfortable with them yet.
Good with nobles, horrible with mermaids.
Yeah. Nice.
Didn't know merfolk actually existed. Wait, what?
It is quite the pleasure to meet you. I heard a few things last night from, well, your companion Ambrose, and then Johnny's pronouncements to the entire tavern.
Yes, about that. And she looks over at Johnny.
He just kind of smirks to himself. Yeah.
She sighs exasperatedly and shakes her head. So yes, here I am, the new Baroness in the flesh. What exactly did Ambrose tell you?
You know how it goes. You sit down at a bar, and then a guy comes up to you. You start hanging out. You talking. You swap some battle stories. You know.
Oh, so you've been in battle, Master Pembroke.
Well, it was mainly just me
Not,
giving battle stories. Now that I think about it,
quite. Physical confrontation and I don't mix well.
I got that impression when you when you left the room last night.
Well, you did make it clear that everyone should leave it to you and your companions.
That's true, I did. I don't suppose you've ever seen anything like that before, have you?
Oh no, not even close.
Oh, that's good. At least we know it's limited to here. For now. At any rate, gentlemen, Gwen, we're going to well, I'm going to meet the artisans, Brolda and Asnor and Arid, up at the keep in about half an hour from now. Maybe 40 minutes. Martha, can I get something to go? I'll just snack as I walk.
Yeah, she has things available for you if you that are good for travel.
Good.
Not giving you like
Just-
a buttered pancake.
No,
Although
pancakes or
pancakes
sausage,
good for-
biscuits and gravy are probably not going to travel.
Yeah. Pancake though, I mean, you could hold that and eat it. One hand.
True, sausage in a pancake.
It's called a
Pigs
crepe.
and blankets.
Thaddeus
Nom.
Thaddeus says, "Yes, I did hear that you were looking to renovate the keep. I would be very much interested in seeing that, if you don't mind me tagging along."
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Gwen is just
What are your
shaking her
s-
head.
Fully trust him.
What are your skills?
Oh, well,
Johnny
skills.
pipes up at this point and says, Thaddeus, this is internal business, not yours. Not to be rude, but no.
Good
Are we
heavens.
Are we clear on this?
He seems mock offended. Says, "My family has had connections with the Baron of this barony for generations, and I thought perhaps I could lend some
Thaddeus, we're talking about infrastructure.
Johnny,
No.
Johnny,
Okay.
Johnny, stop, please.
No.
Okay, first thing, Johnny, stop being rude
Yes.
to my friends.
I'm not being
Second
rude to your friends.
thing.
I'm thinking about internal security. One of us has to.
Secondly, look, Althea, I think we all know that this whole Baroness thing is kind of new to you, yeah?
Tread lightly, Ambrose, my friend.
I'm
She freezes, and if looks could kill,
Look, this guy has been involved with the barony for a long time. He knows the ropes. He knows how to sign the papers the right way and where to send what and stuff.
But
Probably.
he doesn't need to be probably it doesn't need to be involved in internal matters of construction and keep layout.
Althea turns to Thaddeus and very coolly says, Master Pembroke, would you walk with me? And extends her arm.
Certainly. And he rises and he's still. I don't know if he sat down. We'll just say he's with you now.
She walks out the door.
Johnny looks at Ambrose and says, "Buddy, if you want to have a good time, I'm all for it. I really am. I truly and honestly am. But when it comes to the internal security of our team and our new keep, brand new strangers whose only interaction was getting you hammered is not a good call for a security pass. I really hope
Okay.
you can understand this. This is coming from a place of concern, really.
No, I get it. I get it. Just
Okay.
want the truth?
Yeah, please.
You know this guy before.
From okay. Your pass is your business, my friend. You vouch for him?
Yeah, I vouch.
I hold you accountable.
Okay.
Johnny will then just, good naturedly finish his meal. Because Ambrose's word is good enough for him.
All right. Outside, Thaddeus, what is it? Observes the damage to the porch as Althea leads him somewhere. Where are you going?
I'm going up the street past the Battle Hoopty and the well.
Take him to the murder house.
Murder house? I
Murder
didn't know there
house.
was a murder house in this town.
Any house that's empty where you can murder him is a murder house.
You're
Something
sounding
just
more like
going.
Havelock here. Any case. So he observes the damage on the port.
Yep, and he says, "It was quite a confrontation last night. Who did this?"
Your drinking companion, as a matter of fact.
Oh, that is very intriguing.
Yes, well, it's he used that to good effect against a spider earlier today. But let's talk about you. You say that you and your family have been involved in the barony for quite some time. Are you within the Shifnal barony, or are you from one of the neighboring baronies?
Oh, we have land north of here, but still within the barony. Uh, generations ago, we in fact were appointed as baronets.
Really?
But yes, it was quite some time ago.
And in more recent time? Obviously not the last 3 years, since Baron passed on 3 years ago.
Yes, well, the appointment wasn't an inherited one, and so through the time as needed, new baronets were appointed, and when they died, the title didn't go on.
And how involved in the town are you?
Oh, we support many local works, fronting the cash, often with no strings attached.
Interesting.
Cash, the gold.
Doesn't sound doesn't sound exactly sustainable.
Says, well, goodwill of the people certainly has its benefits.
I can well imagine. Well, as it currently stands, the barony is now in my hands, and I will do my best by this barony and by these people, your family included. I hope that we shall be able to work in concert for the good of the people.
Oh, yes, I have very high hopes for you and your stewardship of this land.
I'm curious. There are some less than pleasant creatures that apparently have taken up residence in these lands. Have you had any awareness of these things over the last years?
Not over the last years, but, well, Ambrose did tell me of a strange creature in the wood with tentacles on its face. Very exciting.
Exciting.
The way he says it, he
Yes, well,
described it.
if you've never had to face such a thing, then exciting is probably not the best descriptor. Now, your interest in the keep. What skills can you bring to its restoration?
Oh, I wouldn't say I have skills for building, but as I mentioned inside, there is a certain gosh, what's the word?
Bribe.
No, not bribe. Clearly not bribe. For some
Lasciviousness.
reason, I can't find the.
Shush.
There's a certain level of wealth that my family has that could be of use to you if needed.
Bribe. Sorry, I'll
In
be
fact,
quiet.
as mentioned earlier, I often provide this gold, no strings attached. And if you prove a good steward, I think that an arrangement like that could benefit everyone.
Oh, it's entirely possible that it could. However, I would prefer not to prevail upon your largesse for the time being. We do have a bit of a nest egg. We have some plans in play. I'll be meeting with the artisans in just a short while. And since, as you say, you don't necessarily bring any artisanal knowledge to the table, I would respectfully ask that you let me keep this appointment with my people and the artisans myself. I'm happy to consult with you in future time. However, this, as my cleric of the forge said, this is an infrastructure meeting. This isn't a this has nothing to do with comfort. It has purely to do with functionality. We do have the we do have the funds for that. So I hope you will not take it amiss. I would be delighted to call upon you at your residence at some time in future. But there are many things that we need to do to clean up the lands. In particular, we need to go after the master of that tentacle-faced thing and cleanse it from these lands.
He says, "Oh, I take no offense at all. As I mentioned to your cleric, this was merely an interest in meeting you, learning who you are, and that has been accomplished. As to the tentacle creature in the wood, I did tell Ambrose that I would be looking into that for you. There were some unanswered questions that he mentioned."
Oh, well, I appreciate that very much. Question for the for the GM: are we anywhere near the jailhouse at this point, and is anybody
Oh,
outside?
yeah. You're near the jailhouse. What was the second question?
If there's anybody outside that we recognize, like if the sheriff or Deputy David are outside.
Put him in the building.
Anyone with whom I've already interacted.
I'm not. Um,
Put him in the
not
stall.
outside, no.
Do you mind, Master Pembroke? I'd like to speak with the sheriff for just a moment. Would you come with me?
Certainly.
So walk into the jailhouse and see who's about.
Yeah, David is inside. It's still the morning, so it's
Good
him.
morning,
in there.
Deputy David.
He gets up hastily and says, "Baroness, what brings you in today?"
Oh,
He looks at Thaddeus and seems a bit surprised.
simply checking in. I'm glad to see that you made it back from the forest well. Is that bricking up that we requested done?
Yes, we completed it. It was quite tiring, but we got it finished.
I do appreciate your efforts, and as I said, I am glad to see you back safe. So, and the sheriff is back as well?
Yes, I believe he's patrolling around the lake this morning.
Well, I know. And you have met Master Pembroke, yes?
Not personally, but I mean, I know of him.
Ah, Master Thaddeus Pembroke, Deputy David. He's been most helpful since we arrived.
Thaddeus gives him a short nod. Quick nod, brief nod.
Perfunctory.
Yeah,
Perfunctory, yes.
perfunctory.
Perfunctory.
That's a good one.
I almost had the word right. Didn't I?
Well, sir, at this point, I think I must take my leave of you. Did you come here in a particular conveyance? Did you ride in? Did you have a carriage?
Oh, a carriage should be meeting me, if not today. Should be meeting me tomorrow. I wasn't sure when I would get to see you, so.
Ah, indeed. Well,
But
Deputy, the magistrate is going to be here tomorrow, yes?
he seems a bit dismayed at the question and says, "Well, the sheriff really wanted to speak to you about that himself, but he sort of stumbles over a few words before falling silent.
Is there a problem?
Well, we received a letter, and he hands over a letter to you. The seal is that of. You don't recognize the seal, but it has been broken, and parchment. It's addressed to the sheriff, but he hands it over to you.
Okay, well, if he hands it over to me, I'm going to go ahead and read it.
Okay. And what's going on back at the tavern, if anything?
Go
Go
ahead.
Do your thing.
All right. After Gwen is done eating, presumably if that much time has passed, she'll gesture to Gaz and take him out to show the tank. Take him to show him the tank.
Yep. In the outside
him out
place.
English.
Words are hard.
They really are sometimes.
Okay. And what about Johnny, Tonist, and Ambrose?
Also that so that he maybe has a chance to eat.
Actually, call over Martha real quick.
Okay.
Hey Martha, that dandy that we were just sitting here with, what's his real story? What's the deal with him? I'm just getting this really kind of weird vibe.
Well, he doesn't come into town often, but when he does, he always spends quite a lot.
On what?
Oh, various things. Drink, food, the best room we have. At least here. I know he makes rounds out in the marketplace as well.
Okay.
Commissions jewelry,
So basically, just
rich people stuff.
A spendthrift.
Yes, quite.
Gotcha. Okay. Does he ever cause any problems?
Oh, no, never.
Good to know. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Martha. The meal was excellent. He hands her a silver. This is for the information and for your trouble. Appreciate it very much. When you're ready to start working on repairing the front porch area, let us know. And as Althea said, we will happily split the difference on the bill with you.
Okay.
He goes, Ambrose, good seeing you, my friend. I'll be doing my thing. He's going to go back to the battle wagon and do his morning. Now he's got twice a day, so he's going to do his morning ritual for the.
He has what? Oh, twice a day. Right.
Yeah, for the artisan's blessing.
Yes.
So is he going to skip the meeting at the keep?
He wasn't invited.
Wow.
What, he wasn't?
It was
All right.
assumed that he would be there, you knucklehead.
You didn't invite him.
And what about Tonist and Ambrose?
Ambrose is just relaxing, flipping through his grimoire, just kind of chilling, seeing if Thaddeus comes back to the bar.
Okay.
Splitting up the party.
And anything from Tonist?
At least I'm stationary.
I think he might be AFK.
He might be. He said he was going to be out for a minute or two. And Gwen is outside with Gaz, showing him the hoopty.
At the tank, yeah.
Showing him the battle tank.
But also giving him an opportunity to eat if he would like to.
Yes, he does not.
Okay.
Okay. And after buying the arrows, what is Ethan doing?
Just sort of wandering the town nearby, not going too far from the battle wagon.
Okay.
So apparently Johnny would happen upon Gwen and Mr. Sunshine here.
Probably.
Yeah.
Hello, Gwen.
Hi, Johnny.
How are you doing?
Good, actually.
Did you have a good adventure in the woods?
Yes, I did.
Outstanding. I do apologize for interrupting your trip. I really do. We were honestly concerned about your safety. Had it not been for that, we did get your message through Ethan, and we were not intending to uh, barge in on what you were doing, but safety of a teammate comes first. So I hope you understand that.
Of course I do. I actually appreciate that you
Oh.
guys came out.
That didn't work. Oh, it kind of worked. Sorry about that. Sorry for interrupting. Nah.
I was more concerned about preventing unnecessary fighting.
No, we weren't gonna.
Now, you're
Okay,
not the one I
okay.
was worried about.
He goes, okay, fair concern, knowing this group, no, fair concern, myself included. I get that. But no, we was honestly just making sure you're okay. And since you popped your head out of what was obviously a sleeping arrangement, we were pretty sure immediately you were okay. He looks over at Mr. Chuckles and goes, I apologize for throwing a rock at you. I truly thought you were her, and I was just trying to get her attention. I am sorry. Says, now, if you'll excuse me, I have a morning ritual to attend to. He goes inside, and as he's going inside, you see him reaching deep into that bag of his that's on his hip. He pulls out a big block of really nice looking metal.
Okay. At the rock throwing comment, the man will say, "If you ever mean to do it, we can certainly deal with that as well." And he puts his hand on his weapon.
Ye-
Yes, Johnny just kind of goes, okay, that's fair. Doesn't take any umbrage to it and heads back inside.
All right, all right.
And Ambrose is waiting for that. Okay. All right. Yeah, David agrees to that. Moments later in the tavern, Thaddeus will come back in.
As Althea, as I step back out into the street, I'm going to look down towards the battle wagon, and whom do I see?
Gwen and the masked elf are there. Yes.
Gwen, I'm going up to the keep. Do you want to come and join me? Let the rest of the guys know. I'd particularly like Johnny to be there. He's got a lot of good insight into the construction and, well, our fortification needs.
I thought we were all going.
Well, you never know with these folks these days.
So she'll call into the tank and after Johnny. I'm not sure how long it's been. And ask and tell him that Althea wants him at the keep.
I'd appreciate his presence.
Depending on the time dilation here, he's either going to hear you or he's going to be deep in a trance and he's not going to hear you.
Right.
That would be for Jacob to decide, actually.
Right.
He does not hear you. He doesn't respond at least. Deep in meditation.
Okay. So she'll go in to see if she can find him. She'll find him meditating, and then she'll go back to Althea and tell him that he's meditating. Do you want us to meet you there?
Yes. Actually, here, and she pulls a bit of parchment out of her pouch and scribbles on it with a bit of charcoal. Gone to the keep. Please come and join us as soon as you can. Put this next to him so that he'll see it when he
Did you
comes
sign
out
it?
of it. Yes.
Okay.
Is it that weird scribbly symbol thing of yours?
No, it is not. Actually, she started to make that symbol and then went, and then she wrote her name. So it's kind of partially made.
Okay. Because he wouldn't know what the hell that is.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so she'll do that.
Okay.
Then.
Nope, only 3 people would know what that means.
Yeah.
And the GM.
Who's now AFK?
No, I'm here.
He's back.
Oh.
All right, so she'll do
And
that.
the GM, to whom I have not sent the demonstration of it. But that'll
What?
happen. Oh, there's a... When Althea writes letters to certain people, she signs it with a specific symbol.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, we'll get into that later.
It looks remarkably like the ZZ Top logo.
What?
I don't know what that looks like, so it doesn't
Weirdo.
help at all.
Wow, I'm so old.
Anyway,
I mean, I know the band, I just don't know the symbol.
right. So heading off to the keep.
So who all is going? Not even Althea's going.
well,
Wild.
if
Well, no, I'm going. Obviously, I assumed I assumed I didn't need
Yeah,
to say
yeah.
anything.
Althea, Gwen was going, right? Or
yeah, she'll put the note down next to Johnny and then look at Gaz and say it might be easier for us to work in the trees. So I think we should go with her.
Oh, okay. All right. Ethan is
Yeah, Ethan will join, assuming he's allowed. He notices
No.
everyone seeming to gather around the battle wagon.
and Tonist is in the battle wagons. Probably heard that. When Gwen called, anyways. Is Tonist going?
I mean, are we taking it to
We-
the keep? can just
We could
drive.
always drive up. That would mean that Johnny would be there anyway.
That is correct.
He's not going to notice.
Sure, let's drive up, shall we?
All right. And Ambrose?
Ambrose was waiting for Thaddeus to get back, and
He-
now,
Yep.
yeah, now that he is, Ambrose probably stood up from the table and kind of, grabbed a kind of a corner table for just the two of them to just chat more.
Okay. All right. So you drive over in the battle wagon, gets to pretty close to the keep, but again, with the overgrown path, you'd have to destroy parts of destroy trees to get it all the way up there, and walk the rest of the way.
We should work on expanding that at some point.
We will. That's part of the plan. We're going to have to we're going to have to clear part of this and use the lumber for the reconstruction.
After 20 minutes or so, the trio of artisans and some of their apprentices show up.
Greetings, welcome. My apologies again for not being here yesterday when I planned to be. As I mentioned to Brolda last night, we were in the mines at Red Ridge dealing with some unsavory inhabitants.
Okay. Arid is. Where did I write this down? I swear I wrote stuff for them that I
Don't
didn't find anymore. I swear I did.
Don't swear. Okay. They take they don't take offense to the missed appointment. They understand. I mean, coming over, you get the impression that they had spoke about what you and Brolda talked about the night before, and so they sort of understand the situation, and so they're not put off by it.
Good.
Asnor is a gnome. and Arid is human. They, and I think I told you their respective trades in the DMs earlier, or not DMs, maybe the general chat.
Yes, and
Okay.
in roleplay, I think, and
Yep.
yes, I remember. But yeah, sure, we can go with that. So, Arid told me that you're willing to take on the task, obviously, provided payment is forthcoming, which it is. And I guess there needs to be some discussion because I had some ideas about the foundation, about the basement, about the first floor, but now it sounds like we're making the first floor into the second floor, and the second floor I had envisioned into the first floor, so that the second floor is the public access where the baronial offices and Havelock's office and the eventual establishment will be, with kitchens and in rooms on the first floor, along with the forge out to the side, which Johnny will speak to, but he's not available at the moment. But also Tonist can speak to that as well. And then a militia training yard and barracks off to the other side. I know that Brolda said that there's a cellar that had been being used for a latrine that will be needing to dig out and fill in or something. So we can discuss the basic blueprints, and then we have my team and I have a couple of other things that we need to go and take care of, but I would very much like to get work going on this before we leave.
Okay. Okay. So they respond that Brolda had mentioned the plans that you had showed her, the mock-up that you had done, and how you had discussed what the pricing would be on the what she initially thought was quite a large castle. But as far as what's currently there, they say that best thing would be to knock out part of the wall and push it out a bit. That you mentioned offices on that second floor.
Yes, toward the back from the main entry.
Okay. A training yard, which could be in the cordoned off the inner wall. And the cellar. Okay.
So
where are you planning on going from? That's like a GM question. What do you mean by that?
Oh, whatever the next bit of adventure is that we have to go deal with.
Okay. Just making sure. Yeah. Like, it's just because we start building. I'm gonna go west now.
Basically, I figure we're not going to be sticking around here necessarily while they're building this. It's going to take a little while, right?
Yes.
Okay.
They mentioned that they can get the basic keep and courtyard repaired and functional pretty quickly, but the overall structure will take 2 months to finish.
That's fine. That is absolutely fine. As far as lumber, I don't know. I'm sure that some of you have seen the large metal contraption that we travel in. So we'll want an avenue wide enough cleared through the forest for that to get from the town to here. That lumber can be used for the keep. Is there a quarry in Shifnal? Unfortunately, I'm unaware. I have not had the opportunity to look at any survey maps.
Oh, So as far as the pathway, yes, we'll need to clear it just to get supplies here in the first place. So that's probably the first order of business. Quarry, there's one north of the town. That's on Master Pembroke's land, actually.
All right. There is a mine at Red Ridge that is rich in iron ore that we have done some work on clearing out the undesirables in it. And as I said, my cleric of the forge, well, and Tonist as well, can speak to this and the potential for getting that up and running again as a working mine. So we will have plenty of iron ore for any of the metalworks that need to happen here.
Okay, yeah, they'll see. Asner has his apprentices take notes on that, and that they can go and survey the mine and give you a follow up on like its condition and what they can produce out of it.
Excellent. The condition seemed very sound. It's good dwarven construction. It just needs, obviously, the lumber and the things that would have suffered from age have. Age has made its depredations, but the structure itself is sound. As much as we can use local materials, I would prefer to do that.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of material in the wood for the carpentry portion of it, and that quarry will have the stone, so they don't foresee needing to send out for anything.
Excellent.
At least not for the most basic function of the tower. Maybe as you expand further, they would take more, and imparts would be needed.
Right. Wholly understandable. Let us if you see, so I have the basement level essentially sketched out, although I believe that the kitchens that we were thinking about putting into the basement, we're going to bring those up onto the first level. And at this point, what I'd like to suggest is that we all sit down. Let's have a walkthrough of the current structure, and then let's sit down over a meal at the Patient Gorgon this evening, and we can sketch out a more workable foundation and first and second floor, and get you on your way.
Okay.
Is this agreeable?
Yep, so that they can start ordering stuff and getting to work.
Yes.
When you say on their way, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean they did the walkthrough. They did a walkthrough of the area of the keep. What they figured was safe to actually walk through the day previous, but they'll do it again with you if needed.
Okay. I'm trying to get through this so that we can get to whatever else involves the rest of the party, because I feel bad.
Yeah. No. Okay. So yeah, you get that done. They agree to meet you later that night and head on their way. And you wanted the sheriff to meet you, and he does. He'll come. I assume you guys wait at the keep then for the sheriff, since you wanted him to go there.
Well, I figure we're going to be there for a couple hours anyway.
Yeah. Okay. At a certain point, he will come up and wait until you're done with the artisans, and then greet you.
Sheriff, I'm concerned about this scroll that Deputy David showed me. It was not his fault. I asked him to please show me. This magistrate apparently believes that Shifnal is no longer under the control of the Duchy. However, it is, because this is entirely at Duke Davis' behest.
So when Duke Davis granted the lands, he granted them like without any sort of what's the word?
Any fealty?
Allegiance? Yeah, any fealty to them. He granted them to you outright. And to Althea outright.
She looks
Althea is
very
not beholden to him at all.
yeah, she looks very taken aback at that. And I'm assuming that Johnny's out of his
Yeah,
trance
Johnny
and
would
is coming.
finish his meditation.
So everybody's kind of coming. I'm hoping that everybody has come along with this and given their input, their thoughts to whatever the artisans have to say.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
there's bits and things that everyone mentions as
Yes.
needed. As it
Yes,
comes up.
Ambrose, you're getting your room. Just shush.
Oh, he's
It's
back
calm.
at the patient Gorgon.
Oh, good. Thank heavens. He
I'm
won't
still
say any.
chilling with a fancy man.
Oh, good. I'm so glad that he won't say anything embarrassing.
When has Ambrose ever been embarrassing?
Why? Well then,
Okay, so what do you want to discuss with the sheriff? With that revelation.
that's interesting. If you would please, I would still very much like to speak with the magistrate. If you would not mind replying to him and asking him to stop by, or perhaps I should just have some direct correspondence with him. I don't know how rapidly they called away. The artisans may need someone to check in with, and I will probably be asking them to check in with you if we are called away to deal with other issues. There's a mind flayer that has laid claim to the lands just east of here, but within the barony. We need to deal with this. I would not ask any of the populace to be involved. Those things that came into town last night, I'm concerned that it was our presence that drew them, but then I'm not sure entirely. So I hope that you and I can have continual communication. Send what runners you need to. If we are not staying at the keep, then I will do my best to keep you apprised as to where we'll be. Is this acceptable?
Oh, very acceptable. And I will send a letter back to the magistrate as you requested as well. Let you, and if you have anything you want to send to him, we'll send that along so that they can read it. As far as the mind flayer, I never had to deal with anything of that nature here.
Pray that you never do have to. As I understand from Gwen, these creatures are not pleasant.
I can imagine so. And he mentions that he wants, he has a few suggestions for a new magistrate if that is how things will be taken care of, since he read the message, of course, so he knows. But that can be done when you're back in town.
I would appreciate that, Council. We'll be in town tonight. I do have an appointment to meet with the artisans this evening at the Patient Gorgon to go over some revised sketches of my ideas for the keep, and then thereafter we may be leaving town for a while.
I see.
So if you wish to join us then, you're more than welcome. I'd like to let them know that you'll be their key point of contact if you're out of town.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he will meet you there later that night. Is there anything else you wanted to discuss with him?
How may I best get a message from to, well, here to the Carpathian region?
Probably just send it with merchants.
Do you know of any merchants traveling in that direction?
Sure, tradesmen that go, or traders that go all around the country. So they probably need to hand it off at times to a new like caravan.
Very well. I will have something for one of them to carry this evening.
All right.
Anyone else want to send mail home?
I'm good.
Gwen?
She walked off into the woods a while ago. She's not there.
Typical.
It says a short distance away. I don't know how far away.
Yeah, if
She's
she
sitting in
says
the
that
trees.
loud enough, she'll look over and think for a little bit and decline. But thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think that's it.
Okay. So then the sheriff will depart. You're all except Ambrose at this keep. Yeah, so probably the best thing to do with the remainder of our time is discuss what the group is going to do in the next session. Unless there was anything else anyone wanted to take care of. We can handle Ambrose's stuff in DMs if that's okay with you. The chat.
Yeah, sure.
Are we
Ambrose
just
flirting with Pembroke?
Are we just heading back to the town after this?
Seems like.
Like, is there any point in staying out here?
Poke around the keep, see if there's anything worth picking. Oh, that was what I wanted to see if there was in the keep, was any maps or documents, any records of any kind that are still extant in the keep.
Okay.
Anything that might help with piecing together the history of this place. What records they might have had of the resources within the barony, etc.
All right. And then as far as next session, anyone have any ideas?
I mean, we have to
Just-
take care of that mind flare, but the trail's gone kind of cold. I'm not sure how to even follow it.
Where
It feels
do
like we
mind
kind of
flayers
talked ourselves into a box here.
typically hang out?
The Underdark.
Oh.
They hate the sun.
I mean, we're not super far from a couple entrances to the Underdark.
Do what now?
Oh, is that not common knowledge?
No.
Wait, what?
Oh, there's like 2 to the north.
It is now. What?
There's a- oh,
What, Tonus? What are you not telling us?
oh yeah, there's a couple to the north of here. Let's see, there's actually one that's relatively close to the northeast of here, if I'm looking at this map right.
Reveal it.
Yeah, but even if finding entrances to the Underdark, I don't know how the Underdark works. Like, we could go down there, we're gonna find a whole heap of trouble, and might not even find the mind flayer we're looking for, because he's clearly been targeting the surrounding villages.
Well, Althea would very much like to get to know this Gaz individual.
There's one right here.
Son of a biscuit.
Okay.
There's also one right here.
That's considerably
That's
farther
That's a
away.
bit further away.
One right here-ish.
That's a little closer.
It's
Is this the plot
Tonus-
hook you were talking about?
Tonist, how do you know about these places?
oh, studying stuff and traversing the lands.
You and I clearly had very different tutors.
Out of character, Omega, is this the plot hook you were talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Potential plot
Nice.
hook.
Nice.
God, I'm so nervous about going into the Underdark, though. That's such a bad
about it.
idea.
I mean, well, you can go meet your cousins.
It may be a bad idea, but Gwen, it's
What?
if that's
It's
if
what?
that is the if that is the only way to stop this monstrosity that is stealing
We don't
people
know
from
it's the
all of
only
the
way.
surrounding-
We don't know it's the only way.
I don't know if it's the only way, but I will say putting something big and sharp through that mind flare seems like a really good way to get it to stop messing with people.
Definitely. Which village was that? Was it Milburn? Was he from Milburn? No, wait.
Mhm.
Is there a town called Milburn? Because it looks like that's the duchy as well.
It's the Duchy of Milburn, but who are you talking about? Are you talking
We
about
found that citizen
Pembroke?
No, we found
sorry.
the citizen in the torture chamber, and he
Right.
said he was from
Milburn. There's
Milburn.
there's a city called Milburn
Okay,
as well.
and where is that?
That's the ducal seat, which I'm guessing is yeah. Would I if I found any maps or anything in the keep in the remainder of the keep, would it give me the maps of this area?
Well, the trouble with that is that the top of the keep where there was Firebolt.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
It's likely that someone in town will have a more recent map anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
And then there was that. I think someone snatch the map from the cave, or did you guys just mess with it?
Which
I think you guys
cave?
snatched it.
The cave.
Which cave? We've been in a lot of them.
Is
Well,
it
not the
map
mine,
with
but
the
the
scrolls.
yeah, the one that where the summon greater demon scroll was.
Yeah. I
Oh,
don't recall
jeez.
anyone grabbing it.
I don't
it's
know. I don't know if
distracting
Johnny
by some
picked up
greater
that
demon.
map or not.
I
Okay,
put it in
well
the
then,
party treasure.
I don't remember even seeing it.
okay.
Sure, if I was aware that there was a map, I would have grabbed it.
It is kind of
That
your character's
stands to
thing.
reason.
To be fair though, Ambrose did do something very distracting in that cave.
This is-
After we had
So we
explored.
might have just forgot
But
about
after we exited, yes.
So Gwen's recommendation will actually be to check in with Milburn and see if they have people going missing, and see if we can follow the trail there. I think going to the Underdark is a bad idea.
We may just be postponing the inevitable, Gwen.
Maybe, but we also might be avoiding a whole heap of trouble.
Map
Mm.
expansion.
Yeah, you found a map, so you got some more
it.
info.
Oh, nice.
Do any of them have very useful waypoints on them?
Do any of them have
Okay.
dolstones?
You are here.
No,
Go to here.
Circles, like eating people from here.
There are markings in that 4-dashed writing that no one understands.
Where?
They're just in general, like not general. They're all over. Like it's not clear
Oh,
that
okay.
anyone stands out as being important.
Okay.
But it's every
like-
5 weeks from Shifnal. So if it's like 1 week it's here, the next week it's here, the next week it's here.
How long has it been?
Then there.
since the last
and
disappearance?
Chifnall and making circles.
You were told that it is coming up on that 5-week mark when you got into town and spoke with the patient mug tavern owner.
Then we might want to
Right.
camp out here and see if somebody else goes missing.
That's fair too. It would give you some time to commune with the Dolestone.
Which I would very much appreciate.
And what about your friend?
He's with me. For the foreseeable future.
You called him your brother.
Yep.
Is that in an allegorical sense or a direct sense?
No, apparently he's my brother. I thought I was an only child. And it's a story that's going to take longer than 3 minutes to tell.
Well,
but Gwen
obviously,
is
so-
Gwen. Like we can chat that in RP, Tara.
Right. That's fine.
Yeah.
So,
That's fine. So we're gonna spend the day doing our various and sundry things.
Is everybody okay with camping out in Chifnall until like somebody else was supposed to be snatched?
I'm fine with that.
I mean,
I'm
are you planning on trying
concerned
to
about-
stop whoever's being snatched?
Yeah,
That'll
I'm
take more
concerned
planning.
about more of those silver ape things coming after us.
Well, I mean, we literally have no information about them, so that I don't see why that would influence our plans at all.
Because I don't want to bring those into town.
Okay, so we can camp outside of town.
Right.
But I do think we should be close, just in case, like, whoever goes missing.
I think we
What
need some
what did you say,
temporary
Preston?
structures.
Something
I don't remember.
something about the
I
person
think you said
being
something about
snatched?
stopping them.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. If your intent is to stop them, then we're gonna need more planning.
No, I know, but we can plan that over the week at the very least.
Okay.
Does that seem like a decent plan?
That and or visiting Melbourne.
Well, I think I need to straighten some things out with the Duke anyway.
Right.
Dude, wait, what? And did you know what you were handing me?
Steaming dumpster fire of a barony.
Sincerely.
Mm.
All right, so I guess we're probably going to spend a couple of days getting the keep construction underway, and then going to Melbourne and seeing what we find out there. And
No, we're staying here until after someone was supposed to have been kidnapped.
how soon is that supposed to happen?
Like, in a few days. You'd have to go. Well, I'll give you the exact date. I have to.
Tuesday.
It's in. I think it's only been. You guys have only been in town for 2 days.
Yeah.
Something
Is that
like
right?
that. Not very long.
I think this
yeah.
is the third
A
day.
long 2 days.
Yeah, it must be
So
the third day.
it's a
so
very
Ethan's been
busy
with you
2
for
days.
2 days.
A very busy 2 days.
Okay, so then 3 nights.
Okay.
How long will it take us to get to Melbourne and back?
Melbourne is about a day's travel.
Althea, don't you have something special planned for your introduction to the barony anyway?
Some sort of big feast.
Some sort of celebration, something?
I forgot about that.
Would have been a mistake.
Oy.
We should just stay here. We're just gonna stay here until somebody does or does not get kidnapped. Leaving is a bad
Yeah,
idea.
your big feast coincides with the night that someone's supposed to disappear.
Joyousness. This is gonna be
That's
fun.
not suspicious at all.
Delicious.
Okay, so guess what next session is probably the Great Feast.
Yum.
So do we head back to
the
town
big
then?
part disappearance. And us going after whatever it is.
I'm sure it'll go off without any hitch.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. In the meantime, Althea's got some letters to write. She's got some sketches to make, and anybody who has ideas about the levels of the keep, go ahead and throw them up in chat.
I'm gonna do a diagram as well from what the artisans give you
Okay.
with
cool.
a price tag.
Yeah,
Tennis, are you gonna
and
be
that will
building us
be
a
where
water
I have
breeder?
to discuss with Johnny. Okay, so how much money can we get out of this mine? Because this is going to take a pretty penny.
Yep. Okay. Well, thank you, everyone. I was kind of tired, and I'm sure that came through in a few places today. But I appreciate you sticking through, and
It was
I'll see you
fine.
next week.
It's all good. It's
Woo.
yeah.
Woo!
Woohoo!
We're live.